Welcome to a new episode of Soul Infused Monday. My name is Sonia de la Torre, and every Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern time, I host this show to set the tone, to help you and support you in being more centered, more grounded, more uplifted, and to start the Monday and to set the tone for the rest of the week. And I'm here in the Dominican Republic at the moment, in my apartment, in my bedroom, because that's the only place where internet is good enough, it seems like, to actually host the show today. And even though I would love to show you my view, it's actually raining right now. And I wanted to talk about today about a process that has helped me so much in my life, and that is helping my clients extremely to really develop more trust, more inner peace, more joy. And I want to go back and look back into the last couple of months. And as you might know, about 2 months ago, I went through Hurricane Irma, and that was quite an experience. And I've actually not been back home since then because we didn't have power, and I've been traveling. And why I'm sharing this with you is when I was in San Diego last month, I got invited to speak at an event called Altruism for Humanity. And there were different speakers, and most of them were talking about what to do on the outside, like how can you help, how do you rebuild, like everything that is related to some sort of catastrophe, or when things are breaking down. Let's say if it's a hurricane, if it's a earthquake, or whatever else is there. Everybody is basically struggling with things. So most of those speakers were more focused on the outside, and I was invited to talk about how to actually deal with the inner peace part when it seems like everything outside is breaking down. So I want to share also that 3-step process that I use to, over time, create that trust, that inner peace, and that joy. Hi, Erica. Good to see you. And I want to talk a little bit about to set the foundation for this. I've been on my path for over 20 years. I've been doing inner work for over 20 years. I've spent more money in my own healing and personal growth than for anything else. Like, I've spent several $10,000s of dollars over the years, and still do. And there's nothing more valuable or worth than to invest in yourself. There's no amount of money in the world, doesn't matter how many zeros are behind, like on that figure, that would equal, or that I would give away what I've gained. And without doing that, I would not be the person I'm today. And I'm sharing this because most people that come to me have done some work before, and they're ready to go deeper. They have still some layers that they feel they're still stuck, or there's more to them. And deep transformation does not happen overnight. And it's not always easy, period. And you know that. I'm always very transparent. I'm very honest. Like that, like anyone that dares and is brave to really face their own inner world will be rewarded like nothing else before. But it takes courage, and it takes work. So the piece that I'm going to share with you today will make a huge difference in your life if you do it over time, and if you do it regularly. And you might hit certain layers where you feel, oh, that's not working for me right away. It's because there might be some blockages, beliefs that are holding us back. We are all conditioned from the past. We still carry so much stuff. And I was just talking with a friend of mine, and she was sharing with me that now that she's a mother and she has a hard time to let go of guilt, she often feels pressured, she often feels overwhelmed, and her child triggers stuff in her. So in a way, she is kind of falling back into old childhood patterns due to the fact that she's a mom. And in a way, it's great if you are aware of it and you can use it for your own personal growth. Because there's always going to be something outside that's going to trigger you. If it's not your husband, it's your friend, or it's a politician, or it's your sister, or your mother, or your father, or yourself. Like always something that's going to trigger you. What you can though shift, or what you can influence, is how you react to it and how you deal with it. Okay. So the process of really get in touch with who you are, to trust yourself, to trust the universe existence, to feel and experience inner peace, centeredness, groundedness, clarity, detachment, as a certain process. And I'm going to share 3 steps here with you, and you can do them with me, even though we are only scratching the surface here. But you can actually apply it with me while I teach you, so that you can have an experience. And any experience is great, even if it's only a little shift. A little shift over time will make the difference. And I keep repeating that because that's the key to everything. And my clients, when I work with them, I keep repeating so many things over and over, and I say, thank you for repeating it, because it's so difficult to do by myself. Little steps over time, regularly, makes the shift. Yeah, there's no a sudden lightning and you are enlightened or something. It's really consistent work, commitment, and you will be so rewarded. Okay, so the first step of the process is really to take your awareness and your attention from outside inside. Meaning you connect with yourself. And that might sound very simple, and it is simple, but it's not always easy, because we are so used to be outside. We are so used to put our attention outside. What we're doing, our job, our family, anything doing outside ourselves. And in order for us to create more inner trust and inner peace, is first, before we do anything else, we have to connect with us. And what I... Okay, damn. I think... Sorry. I got disconnected. I don't even know if we're back on. Okay, anyway. Sorry about that. We got disconnected for a moment. I'm in the Dominican Republic. It looks like internet is not the greatest. First step, connect to yourself using the breath. And just do that with me for a moment. And you can close your eyes if you like, unless you're driving, yet you don't. But you don't even have to. You can do this totally with open eyes as well. Just take a deep breath. And relax. And take another deep breath. And when you breathe in, you really connect with your physical body as well. You connect with yourself. You bring your awareness towards yourself, from the outside inward. If you can, close your eyes for a moment and keep breathing. Your mind might be racing. You might feel emotions. You might say, I'm too busy for this. Or whatever is going on, continue breathing. Relax your shoulders, relax your base. It's also beautiful to do this standing, by the way. So if you want to stand up to do this, great. And take one more deep breath. That's step number 1. Never underestimate the power of your breath. Breathing alone can save your life. Seriously. So take another breath. Last one. Okay, so that's step number 1. You want to connect inwards instead of outwards using your breath. So breath is the number 1. And then step number 2 is to get into vertical alignment. And this is a little bit more of an overall advanced piece, but I'm just going to give you certain pieces that you can practice. And if you want to dive deeper into this work, you can totally connect with me, and I'm happy to support you. So vertical alignment from an energetical perspective, because everything I do is based on shifting energy. When you are busy outside, when you are struggling with something, you're fighting with someone, or you are very emotional, or you get triggered, or something is going on in your life, things are breaking down, our energy is more horizontal and kind of like out there, and we are not centered, calm, and peaceful. So what you want to do is you want to get into vertical alignment. So, and how you do that, and you can use your breath again, because your breath is always good for every step of the way here. First, you just set the intention that you want to become more vertical. Your intention and your awareness is a powerful tool, very powerful tool. So, you use your breath. First, you set the intention to become more vertical. You can even just imagining it visual, like that you want to become more vertical. And then you can use your breath, and we're going to do this together in a moment. And when you inhale, you imagine you move your energy upwards from the bottom to the top of your head. And with your exhale, you move the energy downwards to the bottom again. Hi, Ida or Ida. And you breathe up, breathe in. You breathe down, and you move your energy down. So just do this in your own pacing, in your own time. You can focus on the center of your body. Your core channel, that we call, is close to your physical spine. So you can imagine breathing up to the top of your head. Exhale, breathing down to the bottom. And maybe you might even feel some blockages or something, because our energy system, you can imagine, is like a hose, that if your hose is nice and straight, has no holes, no blockages, water flows beautifully so you can water your garden. When your hose has leaks, or, like it's broken in some way, or is bent, energy can't flow. So it's similar to your core channel. Breathe up and down. And even if you feel like, oh my God, it feels a little bit pressured here, or I feel like there's a block between here and there, just be aware of it and just keep and follow the intention and follow the awareness, breathing up and down. How do you feel when you do that? Leave me a comment below. And let me know if you're actually doing this with me right now. Also, when you are doing it, watching the replay, leave a comment below. How do you feel when you use the breath and your awareness and the intention to be more in vertical alignment? Okay, that's step number 2. Step number 1 was using the breath to connect in. Second, using the breath, awareness, and energy movement to go into vertical alignment. This alone, this is a tool and an exercise you can use anywhere. Every time you are anxious, every time you are overwhelmed, every time you are freaking out for whatever reason, you're angry, you're sad, or you just, need to do something that you're really anxious about. Connect in, move up and down. Okay? And the third part of the process, and that's the whole process that I'm sharing here with you, when it comes to inner work, that's the process that we do is we clear and heal the parts that are preventing us from connecting deeply to ourselves, to love ourselves, to feel centered, grounded, to have that inner peace inside. So there's stuff in the way, beliefs, old programming, wounds from the past. So that's part of the inner work, is to really clear and heal that. So that's piece 1. Second is to become more into vertical alignment and clear whatever is blocking you in those chakras or in your energy field. And one of the most important pieces, that's actually the missing piece for a lot of people to come to me, because not a lot of people actually teach that, is to really uplift and awaken and open up the upper third eye so that you can connect to your higher self, so that you can connect to your soul, so that you can connect to your wisdom, whatever you call it. We don't, whatever works for you. I call it the soul, or your higher self. Higher self is part of your soul. And what it does is ultimately freedom, trust, inner peace, joy, love, power, all those beautiful essences come from above, come from our soul, from that spiritual being that we are, beyond our physical body. So once you move and clear those patterns and wounds and beliefs and stuff, I call it stuff, that's in the way for you to feel so amazing, is to really reconnect to who you truly are in this world. Because who you truly are goes beyond your fears, your beliefs, your thoughts, your struggles. Who you are as a being is a beautiful soul with beautiful essence, unique, beautiful, lovable, beyond words sometimes. And when you get in touch with that, you get unshakable trust. You have unshakable inner peace. Unshakable, what I mean by unshakable is that no matter what's going on in the world, in your life, you know who you are. And even though you experience pain and you experience struggle, you can always connect to your soul, to the essence of who you are. And in that also to your purpose and essence of the reason why you're actually here. So the third step of this process is to connect to your higher self. And if that's something new to you, or you don't know exactly how to do that, I'm just going to give you something to experiment with. And yes, Ida says, yes, true, connecting to soul is so important. Yeah, my mentor and teacher and friend that I've been working for 20 years now nearly, the inner work school that I've been part of for so long. At some point we had a saying like, the only way is up. And some of my clients know that, right? The only way is up, meaning we do the work down here, but then you want to go up because you also detach and you become a higher perspective. It's a beautiful feeling. So you can do that, and if you can close your eyes, and again, like if you're driving, just do it anyway with open eyes, but otherwise close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath to step 1 and 2 again. Breathe deeply. Go into vertical alignment, and then focus your breath and your awareness on your third eye. That's the energy center here on your forehead, between your eyes. And relax your eyes. Relax your shoulders. Relax your base. And what you want to do is, even though you keep your eyes closed and you keep your head straight, you turn your inner eye up. It is as if you would look upwards here. You take a deep breath, and it might feel first a little bit uncomfortable because that muscle is not used. Your muscle is not trained to do that yet. So it feels like maybe a little bit tension, or maybe you don't feel anything, or maybe it's, whatever you feel. But you want to turn your inner eye up. And you keep breathing, you keep going into vertical alignment, you relax the muscles of your eyes, and you relax your third eye, the energy center around your forehead. You relax, but you keep looking upwards with your eyes closed. And imagine like a string on top of your head that's pulling you upwards. It's really taking you up into this beautiful alignment. And then you go with your awareness and your energy or intention up to the top of your head, to the crown chakra, and then you go above your head, about a foot above your head, what we call the higher self, or also known as the 8th chakra, or whatever you want to call it. Don't get hooked up on names or labels. And while you keep breathing, and while you keep in vertical alignment, you go up to that point. You can even imagine it as a golden ball of light. Maybe you see a color, or maybe it's such a sensation or picture, or maybe you feel nothing. That's totally fine as well. Just trust that when you guide your awareness there and your energy, you are doing something. And then you connect to a higher frequency of your being, above your head, beyond your physical body. And again, we are doing this right now, and it's, like I'm breaking this down, and it's always more effective when you take more time to do that, and also when you do the inner work, obviously, and over time. However, these 3 steps, this process, if you do this regularly every day, maybe only just in the morning, in the evening, if you do have a meditation practice that is different from this type of work, I would encourage you incorporate this 3-step process. Sorry, I got distracted because I think I got disconnected again for a moment. Let me know, do you guys still see and hear me? Have you been hearing me at all? I mean, otherwise, someone, maybe the recording, but can you let me know if you're hearing and seeing me? And please let me also know if this makes sense and if this is helpful. And if you have any questions about this 3-step process. I'm here for a few more minutes, so please leave me any comments below. First of all, I want to know that you're there, that you can see and hear me, if this is helpful, and if you have any questions. And then I'm just going to recap and wrap it up for today. Yes, seeing and hearing. Okay, Steph, thank you. Super. Wonderful. Is this helpful? Yeah? Okay, good. Thumbs up. Wonderful. So let's recap. Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Thanks for the love. Good. Good to know that you guys see me actually and hear me. And if you have any questions, let me know. Step number 1, use the breath to connect to yourself first, to detach from outside and to come inside. Step number 2, get into vertical alignment. Step number 3, connect to your higher self. Don't you feel better if you've done it? I do. Helpful. Okay, love, thumbs up. Okay, wonderful. So here's my invitation for you today. From today until next Monday, to the next Soul Infused Monday show. Basically Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 7 days, for 7 days. Set a commitment, set the intention, decide to test this for 7 days every day. Even if you only take 5 minutes, even if you only take 3 minutes, here's the thing. 1 minute of breathing, 1 minute of vertical alignment, 1 minute of connecting to your higher self. That's the shortest version of this little 7-day challenge. So who is willing to do that? Who wants to test it and who is willing to do that? And it's always easier said than done. It's like, yeah, 7 days is not a big deal. Most people start and never finish. And that's the difference. So are you willing to do this for 7 days just to make an experiment, to experience it, to make a new experience, to see if it does? Worst case, you're a little bit more relaxed and you have not lost anything. Best case, after 7 days, you feel already a shift into a stronger vertical alignment. 3 minutes is doable. I will test it. Wonderful. Yeah, 3 minutes is totally doable. Everybody can take it for 3 minutes. Okay, so are you going to do it 7 days? And are you coming back next Monday to let me know how it was? If yes, thumbs up. And I will hold you accountable. Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry for those interruptions. Might be internet related. Come back next Monday. If this was valuable, please share this video. Share it with friends. Share it on your Facebook. In times right now, times are so intense right now. I mean, for me, the last couple of months were the toughest in a long, 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 long time. And meditation and inner work, who I am inside and my connection has really made the difference. And in the meanwhile, I can really tell, even though I'm struggling sometimes, or my personality, my human being, my human body, my human being struggles. I have unshakable trust in who I am, why we're here for, and that life is always happening for us, no matter how horrible it looks sometimes from the outside. And that's all due to part of this work and this process in depth and over time will set you free. Will set you free to become who you are and to shine in this world. And we need it more than ever. We need people who are alive, people who shine, people who are confident, people who also rock the boat. What I mean by that is that it's so easy to hide. It's so easy it's so easy to stay comfortable. It's so easy to be conform. It's so easy to, because we are afraid of what other people think of us, step out, show who you are, and make a difference in this world, in your world, and with your family, your friends, and your surroundings. Okay, so who is with me here? Okay, Amanda, I'm going to do it. Don't try it, do it. That's a good mindset. Last piece I'm going to say. Words, watch your language. Trying is do it. Commit to say, I'm going to do it for 7 days no matter what, and I will have an experience. Deal? Thumbs up? Okay. Ida, Amanda, Luisa, beautiful. All right, I'll see you next Monday. I'm not changing my way of being. Yeah. Well, a true being, is who you are. So that's the beauty, is that always is the truth of who you are deep inside. Everything around is just, the mask that we're wearing, the beliefs and the patterns and our behavior that we put on top of it. But who you are, like the essence of your true being, is unique and unshakable. Okay, have a fantastic Monday. Start your week. If you have any additional questions, send me an email, and please share this video if it was valuable to you. Much love. Talk to you soon.